will be what we determine how the side lane goes, right? A single gank can really tip the balance in one of these players' favor.
Let's see though, the draft is set, the stage is set. Let's see who's gonna win the #1 game of Week 6 of MPL today, Season 13. Is it gonna be BIGETRON Alpha versus GEEK Fam?
BIGETRON wanting to
Mobile
stay
Legends.
atop the standings. GEEK Fam trying to escape from the red zone. And early on, Key flickering in between the Tier 1 and Tier 2 in the mid lane already.
Yep. A resource burn early in the game just to give a little bit of pressure towards Beloyski and Aboy, but I don't think it's good. I think they're gonna do just fine with Beloyski healing them up.
For now, I feel like in the early game, Key on the Mathilda definitely has a lot more possibilities. But looking at the emblems though, Beloyski with the Quantum Charge right here, he knows he's immobile, and technically he wants to use the healing on his allies, not himself. So the Quantum Charge kind of helps him out in both aspects, kind of. But the same can be said for King, and on the Mathilda, he can be a lot more aggressive. You see, Beloyski knows he's going to be a target, going for the firmness and the tenacity, whereas Key, he knows it's more of a utility game. So when it comes down to it, when it comes to both teams just hunkering down, like GEEK has a bit of an advantage, but BIGETRON, because they have Moreno on the Valentina, with Inspire, by the way, more cooldown, he can be a lot more creative and in deciding how the fight goes, depending on what ultimate he does steal away from GEEK Fam.
Oh, huge steal there, delaying the level 4, but just want to tell you guys the stakes of this game. BIGETRON Alpha is currently, oh, Beloyski.
Ooh, an aggressive maneuver in the mid lane, but Beloy gets out safely. Super Ken dashing forward. Key too. They're really trying to bully Beloy, stop him from hitting that level 4 power spike.
Yep, back to what I'm trying to say earlier. Even though they are #1 seed, BIGETRON Alpha is only sitting at a 6-3 match rate, so not the best record for a 1 seed, but oh, Super Ken, very aggressive.
Yeah, going in for it. Super Ken needs one more stack for that ultimate, but Hazel is pinning him down now. Super Ken with the dash out, but he is super low. Regen and the Guiding Wind to try to get him back to more HP, but he's still on half, and a boy has actually started the turtle. Luke holding down the position now. Is that going to be the healing from Moreno, stealing away with the damage now? It's going to be in the back. Luke finding a kill on the jungler. Lord JM with the Petrify, trying to steal it away, but the Retribution is still on point from Hazel. Walks up to Lord JM, who's trying to dash away now. One more shield should do it, but JM sidesteps it in time. GEEK Fam with an early win.
Luke, who's there, winning the fight early in the game. A big W early on, especially when you're beat.
Go. And, I mean, speaking of this lane, it's already bad that Iman has been losing out in the trades. Now with the SS having so much time and space to rotate up top and babysit the Claude, it's going to be even worse of a time for this Herod.
Mark is showing again why he is the hidden weapon. He's not inactive, he says, because he is lesser than his other teammates. It's because he is the secret, that ace up their sleeves. Looking at the prediction here. Ooh. Interesting stuff.
I actually put 3-0. Why didn't they write it 3-0?
There's a limit, Shevin.
Maybe because they only play 3 games.
Yeah. But yeah, Arashi, interesting item here. First item for a boy is going to be Necklace of Durance.
Good dodge away, sidestepping that. Now it's a Circling Eagle to combo it together. Luke gets Chain CC down, and that's an Appraiser's Wrath onto Hazel. But he pops in that Poissons, gets the damage reduction.
Like we say, the Necklace of Durance from a boy rushed in means there's less damage, less burst in their hands. Whoa. But, ooh, man, a boy just very bold right here. Lord GM, though, might pay the price.
Very low, gets out with the final blow, dodges away from the Astrosphere, and he gets out. But I don't know if it's going to be worth it for now. GEEK Fam have a man advantage with Luke coming back.
Gotta say, though, a boy as an Avaria, that was a rare miss. Usually he finishes the job at that point of time.
Well, you can even say that he was just so comfortable. He did not feel like he was in danger, despite how close it looks. Starlium finished.
Hazel's down, Lord JM is down. Ken is low, but it should still be a free turtle for BTR. Super Ken picks it up. Moreno putting some damage on the Beloyski. Might actually be going for a trade or a kill, but I don't think he has the damage to actually take him down. Steals away the Raging Sandstorm too. Moreno zoning Luke away. For BTR to take a turret in the bottom lane. Marky, though, takes a turret up top.
Okay, that's definitely a W for BIGETRON Alpha. 1 turret traded for them, but plus 1 turtle. And right now, they're sitting at about 200 gold lead. Not much, but it is lead, Arashi.
They also equalized on the turret lead as well, by the way. So GEEK didn't really get too much value. Now with Beloyevsky hitting that big power spike, the Flask of the Oasis, we'll have to see the all-in. And if BIGETRON will even engage GEEK Fam in an all-in 5v5. Because if you look at their composition, maneuverability is in their hands. Lord JM on this Benedetta can very easily just split everyone apart and go for those sneaky assassinations, already having the Heptases. The same thing can be said for Luke, but he is, by all means, a lot more team fighty when it comes to the hero selection.
Look at Ken. Early Oracle Rush, instantly going for that item first.
Not only the Matilda has the healing and also the shield, the Valentina.
True.
Can pretty much steal the ultimate from the Estes, but Lord JM
Perfect
really
time.
well.
Oh, did you see that by Hazel? Well played. Just runs around, waits for the eye for an eye. Disciplined as ever. And they get the kill down. But technically, Lord JM, he did the job too. He already cleared out the wave. That stops, denies GEEK Fam from a trade of the turrets. Only a kill for the turret.
Wow, got 2 turrets taken by BIGETRON, and now they are the ones trying to pressure, trying to equalize.
Onto Beloyevsky. It is not good for Beloy. Gets taken down by the burst damage of Iman. And with the Zaman Force pop, Marky will have to back away.
This is why I said that I like the Rafaela better than the Estes, because one Retribution is going to be traded for a Flicker. That's not an even trade at all. Ken can pretty much use the Retri and try to slow down the Estes, and that's pretty much a Flicker burn for Beloyevsky.
They went for the Quantum Charge to try and get out of the situations, but considering the amount of utility that BIGETRON Alpha have in their disposal, they don't really have to use big ultimates to try and threaten a kill onto Beloy, so it keeps GEEK Fam guessing, is this the engage, or is this like another feint? And you do that often enough, and even Beloyevsky will get confused.
Look at JM in the bottom lane. Super Ken wins out the retreat battle as Marky pops in the blazing duet. Now there's Rad from Super Ken Moreno with a raging sandstorm onto a boy, but Luke does the same thing now, flickering onto Moreno, who's still able to get that photo prop from Key. And Iman in the back is still dealing damage. A boy flickering the wrong side of the map as Key finds a kill, and Iman as well takes the double. The red robots get everything and lose nothing.
Disastrous game so far from GEEK Fam. They're losing. Yeah, they lost everything. The total, the objectives, and also 4 kills for BIGETRON Alpha. 4K gold lead in the 8th minute.
It's the maneuver difference, man. GEEK Fam, they can't match with the mobility, with how fast BIGETRON just really swarmed them, coming from the front, but also the sides. And GEEK just tried to move backwards, but just couldn't get it fast enough. And you can see how disjointed their team comp looks when they're behind, man. The backline zoned away, the front line just stuck in the front, trying to sustain through all the damage, resulting in multiple deaths for GEEK Fam. Now BIGETRON Alpha definitely holds full control over the game, for now.
I'm worried, man. That was Marquis going all in with a blazing duet, and it didn't really affect BIGETRON much. And the fact that Moreno didn't really use the Blessing of the Moon God, instead he actually used the Raging Sandstorm to engage. How do you bypass the healing from BIGETRON Alpha if you're a GEEK Fam? Once again, Retribution from Ken, just to fade out the flicker from Beloyevsky.
Dude, Arashi, that's a Holy Crystal third item for the Hereth in the 3rd minute.
Oh,
brother, that item has just been... It's more expensive now, and he still got it at like the normal time, bro.
It's Iman just making bank as expected at this point. But if you look at the rest of the items, you were asking Shevan about mitigating the healing. Sea Halberd from Luke, that's about it. That's also why I guess a boy was just forced to go with the Necklace of Durance. Now it's a massive problem. Iman having more damage, but at the same time also more tankiness technically in the middle of these fights.
Interestingly enough, oh no, that was my bad. I thought Marky didn't buy the DHS, instead going for the golden staff, but I'm blind apparently.
Yeah, he's finished his core items as well though, so he will be outputting a lot of damage. But in a way, now he has to find a space to do so, right? BIGETRON technically have a quote-unquote fighter strategy because they're